Well, hello my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Oh hey, hello there. How are you today? I would love the honor of personally welcoming you to the best season of the year. There is no time like the fall. There's no time like the fall for anybody, but there's no time like fall for a reader. My friends, we are getting absolutely sat for the cozy vibes, for the dark academia, for the witchy romance, for the cozy bookstore romance, for the epic fall fantasy. We are bringing the vibes. We are getting set up with our pumpkin spice latte, our tea, our matcha, whatever our drink of choice is. Me, I love a brown sugar something or other. A brown sugar matcha, a brown sugar latte, any of the above. We're decorating our apartments for fall. We're lighting the candles. We're putting the cozy crackling fireplace on the TV. Or me personally, I love like a little study room, like a little dark academia sort of vibe on YouTube. You know, those like 8-hour long videos? Love those. Or little rain sounds. We're cozying up while it's raining. We're wearing our matching sweatsuits that are so cute. Go to my link tree for 15% off comfort clothing. That is my sweatsuit of choice, especially the brown one for fall, y'all. Okay, we're getting absolutely decked out for fall, and I can't wait to do it with you. It's just gonna be beautiful. Now, we're not gonna talk about the fact that I am posting this in August. It's the last day of August, okay? So it's probably actually September by the time you're watching this video. Do not come for me. We are gonna talk fall reads. Now, I don't know about you, but I have been thinking and yearning for fall, sue me, for like a month, okay? I don't know. I'm over the heat. I'm over it all. I'm wearing a sweater even though it's 40 degrees Celsius outside, over 100 for my Fahrenheit girlies, because I want the season to come so badly, okay? It's just better. Life is just elevated. But just before we hop into the comfy cozy reads, a few housekeeping things. If you're new, hey, I'm Rachel. This is the space for you. Pull up a little chair, pull up a little drink. You're just on time. We're just girls who love to yap all things books over here. Now, I say we're just girls, but we do have standards. I am both a member of the Not Everything You Read Has to Be Revolutionary Club, as well as a member of the If We're Never Reading to Expand Our Perspective, What Are We Doing Club. In other words, we have perspective and an outlook, really, on what we read. So if any of that resonates with you, I just know we'll be great friends. Join me over here, do the thing, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Wouldn't want you missing out on any of these comfy cozy fall reads or the reading vlogs where I read them and we can yap about them. Drop a comment down below on what your favorite fantasy fall read is, because I'm trying to really get into my fantasy era in the fall. So let me know what your favorites are. I'm looking for recs. Now that that's over with, let us get into the fall reads. I'm so excited. All right, my friends. So as I already said, I'm looking to get into my fantasy era for fall. So I have quite a few fantasy books on this list. Most of them are very popular book talk books, and I need to get in on the conversation, on the vibes, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna start off very basic with Throne of Glass. No, I have not read it yet. I have read all of ACOTAR. I enjoyed it, did not love it. I do feel like Throne of Glass is gonna be more up my alley, so I am so looking forward to that. It's just a huge commitment, you know, and I feel like every single fall I make a video like this and I'm like, I'm gonna read Throne of Glass this fall, and it never happens. Okay, I said the same thing for summer. I was like, I'm gonna read Throne of Glass this summer. It didn't happen. However, I'm so ready to get into this. Now, I've already read Assassin's Blade. I posted a video last year and everyone was saying that I have to read Assassin's Blade first. That's the best way. So that's what I did. It was kind of underwhelming because I think you're supposed to read it after some stuff, you know, because it was just kind of like some short stories. Still good, mind you. I still enjoyed it. It was just a little like mid without any other context, you know? So I'm wondering, oh my God, that pillow is driving me crazy. So I'm wondering if you have any input, okay? I think what I'm gonna do is start with Throne of Glass, read it in order, and then I'm probably gonna read Assassin's Blade again, either third or fourth, because I've heard those are kind of the two options. Let me know what you think is better, because I did read it already, but it was a year ago, and I just feel like I don't remember enough of it. And I just want to get like every single detail out of this series once I actually commit. If I commit, I'm committing. And by that, I mean I'm doing the tandem read. So bear with me for that. That'll be a very fun reading vlog. I've been wanting to do that forever. So I really want to get my hands on those. The problem is I kind of want to read the physical books. Is that a hot take? I only have them on my Kindle. Well, I have them at home. For context, I'm from Canada. I've been living in Chicago the last 4 years for school, and now I live in Shanghai temporarily for a contract. So I don't have my books with me, unfortunately. The ones here are ones that I've bought or gotten at donation centers here, so it's limited. Now, I promise to do a full bookshelf tour once I get home. Y'all have been asking me for that for a while, and I know, and I want to do it so badly as well. I just don't have my books with me, unfortunately. There's like 20, as you can see here. So that's a little bit of an issue. I've been reading mostly on my Kindle. That was long-winded, all to say I'm gonna read Throne of Glass. Let me know what you think the right order is, what the like biggest impact order is, you know, because I just want to like feel it all. That's that on Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. That rhymed. Moving on, next in the fantasy category, we have the physical book, because I bought it here, Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Maas. Look how beautiful this is. Come on now. I've heard this is a super fun read. I'm going in kind of blind. Most of the time I go in blind to books, I can't lie. But this one specifically, I'm like, I just don't want to have any expectation. I've heard it's good. Oh, it smells like a real book. I've missed that. It says, step into the Colosseum at the Spartan War Academy where monsters are made, immortality is won, and even a god can die. Now listen, I'm a sucker for stakes. I'm a sucker for a war game. I'm an even bigger sucker for a war academy, if you will. Give me academia in any book and I'm absolutely freaking sat, all right? So that's Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mast. I'm also a sucker for Greek mythology. That's also part of the appeal for that book. Next up, more books that I only have on my Kindle. One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. Okay, name twin. Now, I've actually just watched a reading vlog like today, Lexi reading this, and it sold me. She really enjoyed it. It's not groundbreaking. However, she said it just had her hooked, and I will never not take her recommendations. I think she's brilliant. I've also heard it from many other people and just have been wanting to read it for a while. So these books, there's an element of like tarot card vibe superpower thing. That could be completely wrong, don't mind me. I want to go in blind. I'm sure you've heard tons about these books or already read them yourself. So while we're on the subject, if you have read any of these books, please let me know your thoughts on the books. Please let me know if you liked, didn't like, recommend, don't recommend these certain books. Let me know if I'm wasting my time or if I'm late to the party, which I'm sure is just the case for all of these books. Next up in the fall fantasy category, we have Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. This is another one that I've been wanting to read forever. I also just think she's so pretty. The book is so pretty. I have the physical copy at home, so I'm again reading it on my Kindle, but that's all right. I've heard it's got great world building, forbidden love, some politics involved. Definitely want to cozy up and read this one. Enough said. Next up, we have the Powerless series by Lauren Roberts. I've heard this is also not groundbreaking, but also like such a cozy, good romantasy, and that's kind of what I want. I've not read a good romantasy in ages, actually. I mean, I just read Onyx Storm, but like that doesn't count because it's like in a series, you know? Like I just not read a new romantasy in ages. So looking for those. If you have any other recs, please let me know. I'm personally a slow burn. I love a slow burn. And by slow burn, I mean like we're not even getting like admitting or like intimacy until at least 75% of the way through, okay? I need a slow burn. I need tension. Let me know if anything comes to mind, if you have any recs when I say that. Anyways, we're gonna move into the dark academia, okay? I have 3 on the list. 2 are by Donna Tartt, of course, Secret History and The Goldfinch, classics, if you will. Pulitzer Prize winning. I have high hopes for these. Now, if they start talking about Shakespeare and like all the nuances of the plays, you might lose me a little bit, just if we're talking about Shakespeare, but I am an actor to be fair, so I do know some of the ins and outs, but just like, I don't enjoy talking about Shakespeare at any sort of length, so I'm hoping it's not that vibe, because I have heard that from some people, which frightens me. But these go without saying, Dark Academia fall reads. Moving on, my last Dark Academia book that I want to read this fall is If We Were Villains by ML Rio. Now, I think actually this one is like the big Shakespeare one, so this one might be a little tough for me, but I'm so game. Like I said, if you put academia in a book, I'm like absolutely sat. So these 3, I'm wondering, I might do like a reading vlog where I read only Dark Academia for a week and I just read and review these 3 books in a row and see how they compare and contrast. How do we feel about that? Let a girl know. With that being said, we're moving into the small town romances. I read romance all year long, not just in summer, and I'm gonna need some to get me through fall. First off, we have Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. If you've been here, you know The 7-Year Slip is one of my favorite books of all time, so high hopes. That's the only book I've read by her. I haven't read The Dead Romantics. I've heard it's not as good. Is that a hot take? I haven't read a novel love story either. I probably should. Let me get into those at some point. Maybe I'll read only Ashley Poston for a week. Now, this is giving very summer vibes, so maybe it'll feel nostalgic to me for the end of summer. So maybe I'll like prioritize this one in like the first, second week of September, you know? Just before we're actually into fall, because it is really giving summer, but I've been wanting to read it for too long. I'm just like, I can't not have it on this list. So look out for a review on this one very, very soon. Next up, we have our fall classics, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and Pumpkin Spice Cafe. These were high on my list last year. I didn't end up getting to them, but I own every copy at home. It's so painful because these ones I really want to read like in person because like the covers are just so fall and so cutesy. And again, not expecting anything groundbreaking from these, just here for the vibes, to be honest. I'm gonna have Gilmore Girls on in the background, be reading those books, have my little tea next to me. It is going to be good vibes all around. Literally can't wait. Oh my god, I am buzzing at the thought. This is like making me so excited just filming this video. Next up is a book I've been saying I'm gonna read for years. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I raved about Part of Your World when I read it because I just loved it so much. I thought it was so juicy, delicious. It had so much value packed into it. Like the friendships, the like growth, the inner reflection, like all of that was so good. And the romance was so good too. Listen, when I'm reading romance, I'm a girl who needs depth, okay? I need the friendships to be good. I need all the different elements. I need the setting to be clear and beautiful. I need strong friendships, strong relationships otherwise, at work, siblings, parents, I need more than just the banter and the kicking my feet. Hot take? I don't know. But I love when it just satisfies every single aspect, and then the romance is like the cherry on top. Ugh, delicious. And that's how I felt about Part of Your World. Highly recommend if you couldn't tell. So go read that book if you haven't already. And then Yours Truly is in the same world. It's an interconnected series, but it is technically like the second book, but you can read them in any order. It's Abby Jimenez. I know it's gonna be funny. I know it's gonna be emotional. I know it's gonna grip the heartstrings, okay? So I'm excited. That's that on that. That's also really high on my list too, and like I do think it's also kind of summer vibe maybe, so that'll be a priority for September as well. Next up, Emily Henry. I want to do a reading vlog of just Emily Henry books because I only have 2 left. I haven't read Funny Story or Great Big Beautiful Life. These are the only 2 by her that I haven't read yet, and I quite like most of her books. Book Lovers didn't really do it for me, to be honest. I think I kind of need to reread that because it's been like 2 years since I read it, and I just feel like too many creators who I respect and love and adore and agree with most of the time just love that book, and I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I missed it the first time. Maybe I needed these 2 years of growth to understand the hype on that book. So we'll see about that. But these are the 2 that I have not read yet and that I'm looking forward to. Let me know what you thought of them, where they rank on your Emily Henry radar and scale. For context, Happy Place and Beach Read are my 2 favorites. So let me know what your Emily Henry rating is based on the books that you have read by her. I also think I'm going to be way more of a fan of Great Big Beautiful Life. I couldn't even say that. Great Big Beautiful Life than most people are. I don't know. I just feel like it's introspective and unique, which I would love to read from her. Just something a little different, you know? I think most of the people who didn't like it went in with like some sort of expectation for it to be rinse and repeat. So it's good that I know that. I won't go in with that expectation. We'll see what I think. Next up, we have our very first witchy romance. Our very first and only witchy romance. There's a few that I want to read, to be fair, but The Kiss Curse is the one that I'm gonna prioritize this year. I read The XX last year. Didn't think it was very good, to be honest. Was just there for the vibes. Loved the vibes. However, the romance was pretty much non-existent. It was just physical interest. It was lust, not love, if you will. Anyway, that's not really my vibe in a romance, but there was the fall vibes, okay? They did bring that, so I was not mad about that fact. And I'm just a curious girly, so I want to read The Kiss Curse. I also think I want to read The Very Irregular Society, whatever that book is. I'll put it on the screen because that one's also piqued my interest. There's also My Roommate is a Vampire. Okay, anyways, witchy romances. I guess I need guidance, okay? If you've read any, let me know which ones you loved, didn't love. You know the drill by now. Drop your thoughts in the comments, please, and thank you. Moving on, last in the romance category, we have the Mile High series by Liz Tomford. Now listen, I used to live in Chicago. Almost all of my friends and my partner all live in Chicago still, and I'm just really missing her, okay? I just really miss Chicago, and that's probably my main drive, honestly, of wanting to read these books. They're set in Chicago. I've also heard it gets better as the series goes on, so I'm sat for that. I'm ready, and I've been putting it off for a long while. I also just am curious about how like Chicago's gonna be portrayed in this book, because she better not do my girl dirty. That is my city. All right, my friends, we have reached the final genre of today's video, and that is historical and literary fiction. Number 1, we have The Women by Kristen Hanna, which is one of my most anticipated reads. I'm so excited. I bought this just a couple weeks ago at Shanghai's foreign language bookstore, and you want to know what one of the main, well, okay, to be fair, I've been wanting to read this forever. It's very high on my TBR, but you want to know the other reason why I chose it at the bookstore? My friends, look how beautifully floppy she is, okay? I have not done anything to crack or to bend this book. She just lays open. Like, I'm just picturing myself sat at my little desk on a little fall crisp night. I've got a little hot drink next to me, my blanket on my lap. I'm sat just, you know, come on. I am so happy about this. Thank you and good night. I forgot I didn't say anything about this book that actually pertains to the book yet. Set in 1965. From what I've heard, it's about the military nurses in the Vietnam War and just the insurmountable sacrifices that they made just existing as a woman in that time. So that is fascinating to me. I'm really excited for it. So this is definitely very, very, very high on my list. This will get read this fall. Mark my words. If I don't, you can crucify me in the comments, okay? Y'all, we have made it. My fall book, girlies. We have reached the end, arrived at the conclusion, if you will, the last book on my fall TBR. And that is, drumroll please, Atmosphere by TJR. I have heard nothing but good things about this book. I've heard it's like life-changing, like so good. Now listen, I'm kind of a mixed TJR fan. Like, I read Daisy Jones and the Six and absolutely loved it. And then I read Malibu Rising and absolutely did not love it. So we'll see where I sit on this spectrum. Based on what I've heard heard, I just think I'm gonna really enjoy it. So definitely looking forward to that. It's another new release that I've been wanting to read. I've read a lot of the new releases lately, which is really good. I'm like staying on top of it. Y'all, that is my fall TBR. She's lengthy. I'm a melting pot TBR girly, okay? I do not follow my TBR strictly with any sort of driving force. It's just like a melting pot of the sort of books that I want to read. Other books come along. I may lose interest in some of these books, but this is sort of the vibe. This is my melting pot TBR. Not all of them will get read. Some of them will get read, and we'll just see. And the only way to see is by following along on the journey, okay? By yapping books with me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. You're definitely gonna want to see what video I'm releasing next week. It's gonna be a good one. Let's also connect on all of the bookish platforms. My book talk and my bookstagram are linked down below. Everything you need is linked down below. We can never have enough bookish media, okay? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm so excited to chat books with you. And happy fall, my book girlies. Happy fall. It's gonna be beautiful and wonderful and amazing. Also drop what you're most excited for fall. I want to get in the mood. I want to get in the vibe. And I want to share it with everybody. So if you couldn't tell, I'm very excited, and I'm so excited for you to join me on this fall journey. Go make someone smile today. Go read your book today. Don't doom scroll today. Take back your time, take back your power, and give yourself grace in all ways. All my love to y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take good care of yourself. I'll see ya.